check. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, maybe even your mind. Go all the way. It could not mean eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail, derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test for endurance of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it despite rejection and the worst odds. And it will be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There's no other feeling like that. You'll be alone with the gods and the nights, with the flame, with fire. Do it all the way, all the way. You will ride life straight to perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for jumping on into the live. Can I get a yes, man? It's July 4th weekend. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in here with me. Thank you so much for bringing the energy, bringing the love, and bringing the liferness. That's the new thing, the liferness, Lifer Gang. Shout out to my Lifer Gang. Hashtag Lifer Gang all over the Twitter tweets. Excuse my business. Shout out to anyone there on the live stream. Shout out to Tom Crown retweeting, "This country needs you to go for Congress." I appreciate that. And shout out to anybody here. Shout out to anyone watching here on Twitter. We are live streaming on Twitter. I don't care if there's only one person. I love it. I think it's awesome. Look at Alex Mashinsky method, the decentralized path to financial freedom. Horrible, right? Like, this is horrible. It's not even a joke. I'm sorry. But it just, come on, man. You know? Anyway, follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. 6,175 followers. We're blowing up on Twitter. It's awesome. It's been fun. I've been saying funnier things, I guess. Trying to be funny. Not my best forte at Twitter, but hey, there it is. There's the twit. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Steve. Putting a lot of work throughout the bear market. Shout out to Steve, man. Steve's a good dude. Okay. Anyway. Let's show you the screen, right? But Twitter. Check out the Twitter, man. Twitter's blowing up. Follow me at Twitter. I'd greatly appreciate it. Twitter is the place to be. A lot of fun things are happening. Look at this. I was saying this. Alice Mashinsky method, the decentralized path to financial freedom. Yikes, right? Yikes. And yes, that's a soda. Spindrift soda, just so everyone knows. It matches my outfit, so I figured I would wear it. I would drink it. You get it? The yellow, the blue, I don't know. Hey, over here. Hey, don't get too crazy with me over there. Calm down, it's only July 2nd. It ain't the 4th yet, kid. It ain't the 4th yet. Put your fireworks in your pockets over there, eh? It ain't the 4th yet, kids. What do you think you're doing over here? Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live and calling yourselves Crypto Lifers. Thank you so much for having an awesome night with me. Let's bring down that music just a tad for you. Just a tad. Appreciate you for being here and being 122 likes, 214 people on the live. It would be a quiet night. A lot of people with the family, a lot of people traveling, a lot of people are out. But shout out to everybody here. Let's see who showed up. Let's see who the gang squad is, the Lifer Gang, who's here for the long haul. Anku Kutsi Butsu, let's get it. My man. Rodney Robinson here, let's get it. My man. David Kendall, all the time, baby. Oh, go all the way, baby. I love you. Stack McChange, what's the word, my man? Stacking it up. Stacking those sats. Shout out to David. Shout out to Stack. Shout out to A Dingo Ate My Satoshi. Bitcoin Party, baby. Shout out to Anku, and shout out to everybody else here. Anna, Armin Clark. Shout out to Chrisiden. Shout out to Jesse M. Shout out to the Abominable Rayman Spaghetti Ragnetti. What you know about that? High frequency, my man. High vibes in the building, baby. High vibrations in the building. Every single day of your life, you live in high vibration. If you're not on that high vibe, I can't tell you what. I mean, it's the best place to be. And you know what? I'll tell you, you know what kills a high vibe faster than a pin to a balloon? Is alcohol. Alcohol is such low frequency. You may feel good the night you drink it. The next morning, your body has low frequency. It takes you a couple days just to bring yourself back to that same height. I'm sorry I harp on it so much, but I believe it is such a waste of energy. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I was looking at this earlier. Possible break to the upside for OGN, and look, boy, did it bang to the upside. Amazing. little, you know, little 2%, nothing crazy, you know. But it's just looking at it, I'm expecting it hopefully to continue up to the upside. A little bit of a move there for OGN, and wasn't expecting it to be that fast as well. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at. Is it Mr. Bitcoin or is it Mrs. Bitcoin? Please write in the comment section below. Is it Mr. or Mrs. Bitcoin? Is it Mr. or is it Mr. and Mrs. Bitcoin? Is it Mr. Bitcoin or is it Mrs. Bitcoin? To the ladies, is it Mr.? To the men, is it Mrs.? Or does everybody kind of decide what it is? Is it Mr. or Mrs. Bitcoin? Please let me know. It's just Bitcoin. This guy. That's kind of funny. I don't know why that's funny, but that's funny to me. It's just Bitcoin, my dude. You're like, dude, man, it's just Bitcoin. It's not, it's neither, it's just Bitcoin, my guy. Calm down, all right? Let's get some black human seeds in the building. Black human seed. Anyway, and don't do as I do. I'm just throwing them back. Saying for U.S. Congress, shout out to Mikey Miller. Let's go, babe. Blockchain party. We're taking over. We're going all the way to Capitol Hill, baby. We're taking over. It's going to the Gold Dome here in Boston, and then we're going to stretch all the way down the East Coast, down to Baltimore, down to Maryland. Go down to Maryland, show them what's going on down in Washington, D.C. Then we'll take it down to Miami and kick it with Stack McChange. We'll head on to St. Louis and hang out with JD. We'll have a blast all around the world. And this is Saturday night stream. We get a little fun. We get a little wacky. I was just going to wear this shirt and look like a regular dude. You know? I really was like, but at the last second, I was like, I'll put the suit, I'll put the tie on. And then I threw the pocket square in the pocket. That was a different story for me. It was a bold move. What do you guys think of that? I mean, it's a little bold. But I thought because it was July 4th weekend, I could be festive and get away with some type of mix. And so I'm using the energy of the source to parlay a little bit of a tire action into the mix. You see what I'm saying? And I think there's a little slant of hope there that I can slide on in there. So it's not that serious, but I'm trying to make it fun, you know. Attempting. I shouldn't say I try. I am making it fun. I want to make it fun. All right, anyway. And maybe it's not being received. Who knows? I'm just trying to, you know, trying again. Don't say the word try. I am being myself. Well, let's take a look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin getting very tight. When it gets tight, there's a move coming for Bitcoin. And you know what's funny is the 4-hour to me, even though it's high here, is showing some kind of sign of a possible move. It's just weird, you know? We did get wicked up and down, though, but we're just tight. It doesn't mean, you know. MACD just felt, see this bend up? See this kind of bend here? And this has this little poke. If you double click it, ooh, it turned bearish. Man, for a while it was nice curved up. That's a bearish curve now, but you know. What I do see though is falling volume, and the sellers are falling off. So like, you know, when the sellers start to fall like that, like who's there to sell off? I mean, it is the weekend and nobody's here, so it should be falling volume in a way. But you know, ESPN 8 the Ocho. Shout out to the ESPN people out there. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Bro, you're from B-Town. Hell yeah, same hair. Same hair. Oh, you mean same here? Or are you saying same here or same hair? That's funny to me. You have the same hair as me? Or you... That's hilarious. Same hair. You're from Boston? Same hair. Oh, yeah. Same hair. You too, bro. Same hair, man. I'm going to start using that. I'm going to be like, you're from Chicago? Same hair, man. And he's going to be like, what did you say? I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I'm having a spin drift. Okay, so Bitcoin getting a little saucy on the 1 hour, saying, hey, it wants to break the fun. It wants to dump on a weekend holiday. Bitcoin dumping to the downside here on the 1 hour. Let's get rid of these buys for now. And honestly, you never know what's going to happen to Bitcoin. It's support and resistance all day. So here's our next range bound area is 19,122, of course, on the 22. So you're looking for Bitcoin to come down and bounce here in this zone here with this trend line support and this, and kind of do a bit of a wider double bottom area kind of move here. Okay. That's what you're looking for BTC. All right. And honestly, you could almost get away with something like this too. You see, and make that the trend line. Either way, look, it ranged. This is what happens to Bitcoin. Think. It's like a snake. A long snake, it's going up, it's going back, it's going up, it's going down, it's going up. It's going down, it's going up, it's going down, and then all of a sudden up and down, up and down, up and down. And again, it is a weekend with low liquidity, and maybe it just goes flat like this for the next weekend. It just does this all weekend long until we get into next, Sunday night, Monday, or something like that. What's funny is the rest of the world will just sell on Americans to be like, ha ha, and their American holiday. We don't care. It's not our holiday. We'll just sell on them while they're out there barbecuing. I wouldn't be surprised. Massive, like the biggest dump in Bitcoin's history on July 4th. And we'll forever remember it as like the July 4th massacre bloodbath for Bitcoin. They like to ruin our holidays. The rest of the world loves to do that. I wouldn't be surprised. Get ready, right? So anyway, 1 hour coming to the downside here. All right, let me just double check that I'm not over peaking. Check. Oh no, that's good. Levels are great. Okay, so that's a higher, look, low, higher low. And that's a high there. So again, you made a low, you made a high, you made a higher low. Bitcoin must put in a higher high. And so that's why I'm here right here. Now we need a higher high. So like Bitcoin must close a candle above this area right here. 20,500. I'm going to give it, that would be a nice cushion. I would love the next wick above it at 21,000 really. But in my mind, and in this area here, Bitcoin must break 19,600 to remain any bullish at all. So like no matter what happens here, just heed my warnings. If you do not get above, you don't see candles closing, you get rejections here. Look for a short to the downside, at least back to this support or this support region. So I would map that out. I would tell myself, I would write this down, and I would say, if Bitcoin can't candle close in the 1 hour, in the 4 hour, in the next, 24 to 36 hours above 19,600, it's showing signs of big weakness. And if the stochastics in the 1 hour and the 50 minute become conjoined and overbought at the same time, and you don't break the previous high, which is here, or even in eventually, and if you don't get above here, I mean, sayonara, right? 19,000. Like if you can't even attempt to get to 19,005 by not breaking this 19,360 range right here, you can kiss the whole kit and caboodle goodbye, right? So there's this is an idea here that you have this symmetrical triangle that you're tight in now. And this is the story, Morning Glory. This is what's happening. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is what's about to happen. It's either going to go sideways forever to the end of time. It's big. This is a big one. It's going to go up or down. Everyone loves that. But I'm giving you the exact levels to be watching, and I'm going to show you indicators to look at. And if certain indicators do certain things, there's just like a huge probability that one thing is going to happen over the other. And I'm basically giving you the science, the sauce to follow if you can use the indicators to your advantage to figure out what I'm putting down. So a smart trader never knows which way price is going. If I told you right now, Bitcoin's going to the upside, I'd do a horrible disservice to all of my students and to myself if I told you either one of these next statements. And I don't even want to say them because they get taken out of context, right? Someone could clip them out right now and be like, that's what he said, but it is not what I said. I wish there could be something right now come up on the screen. We're going to have to make that says, using words as an example can't be used out of context and put it like right over my face. But Bitcoin's definitely going up tonight. Definitely. Like it's just like there's no, you can't say stuff like that. Bitcoin's definitely going down tonight for sure. Has to go down. There is no KuCoin FUD, man. There's no KuCoin FUD, dude, at all. Like you're creating KuCoin FUD now. I'm not even going to talk about that. Yeah, I'm not even going to get into that at all. I'm not even going there. Not even starting with that. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't keep my entire life savings on an exchange. Right now, I would keep 10, 20 grand in stable coin and be flipping around 50 grand at the most. I don't know about 100 racks right now. I'd be keeping everything on a stable coin, on a hardware wallet, or some extremely, like, you know, like Wyoming, you know, if you have like, I think Kraken's pretty good, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you do. And it's always good to spread your funds around as well. And obviously not be in one stable coin. Be in BUSD, be in USDC, be in USDT. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I could do and say here should be taken as financial advice. What I do is I use multiple stable coins though. And that's, you know, that keeps things going, right? Shout out to Johanna Gamba. What's your preferred cold wallet? Trezor Touch. I love the Trezor Touch. It's my favorite. I'm really not a fan of the ledgers at all, you know. I got a cool one here that just came in from the ORE team like a month back or two, right? The cool thing about this wallet is it's like a credit card. It's pretty fresh. So check it out. Number one, it says ORE on it. So that's pretty cool. So it's the ORE wallet. You can travel around with this in your pocket. This is the wallet. Pretty fly for a wallet, right? Now, of course, how do you dock it if it's so fresh and cool? And it just has a docking station that plugs in, you know, mini USB here. And you dock it like so into the docking station. And that's how you log in and get your coins on and off the coin. Do what you got to do. And then you're off to the races. This thing is fresh, man. I think this is dope. It's beautiful. Now, I haven't put any funds on it yet. I will be honest with you. It's called Cool Wallet Pro. The Cool Wallet Pro. So shout out to the Cool Wallet Pro. Coolbit X, single Cool Wallet Pro. Instruction manual, recovery, seed, and a USB charging dock. And this one happens to just have the OR team on it. The OR team, you know. ORE. But yeah, shout out to OR. Love y'all. And right now they're doing some promotion too. If you go check them out on Twitter, and yeah, you get like a discount on this wallet too if you order the OR wallet. I believe there's something going on cool with my Cool Wallet. But yeah, I mean, how cool is this? So shout out to my Cool Wallet. They did not sponsor this. I've had this on my desk for months and I just never talked about it. And someone just asked me about a wallet and I said, hey, this would be fun and interesting to talk about on the live stream. All right. Also, you know, let's actually bring that into a bit of a close up here so you guys can kind of check it out. So when Bitcoin gets tight, eventually a big move is coming. When Bitcoin gets tight, a move is coming. So just something to think about right here. Thank you so much for dropping some balls in the jar there. I just saw the jar move around. Appreciate that. So look, it's getting very tight. When Bitcoin gets tight, a big move is coming. I just want to make that clear again. Let's go to the 15, and the 50-minute is low. But we've just been, this is what you call a trading shop. Back and forth, 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 back and forth. Usually some altcoins like this, and you can get some altcoin movement out of it. But again, it's low liquidity. You're still going to get things pumped, like some random pump group or something that's going to move a coin here and there. But VeChain, Mana, Dogelon, Mars, in my opinion. Yo, you still like the Dogelon. I did sell my Dogelon, but maybe I'll buy some back. Haven't done it yet, though. Lifer Bro, what alts are worth investing in long term? Metaverse coins or utility tokens like XPR, XRP, and HBAR? I mean, honestly, I can't never tell you what to do. It's not financial advice at all. Well, what I like to look into, number one, there's going to be a new craze. There's going to be ZK rollups in Web 3.0 and WASM, WebAssembly, WASM. I'm telling you right now, write down WASM, 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 WebAssembly, and research it, find out what it is, break it down for yourself, get down into the knowledge for WASM. All right? It's going to be a new craze. Whatever's got WASM is going to be hot. All right? Bitcoin's taking a nice little dump now. And there's your flag here. Shorts are now getting paid to the upside. Remember that sand short might actually now be paying off on that fractal magic. Take a look at that sand short in a second. We'll talk about the gains that we woke up to this morning. Got some gains last night. Hit 3 of the top 11 coins in the morning. Pretty nuts. I like to go over those tokens and talk about them in a second. So look, this is your measured move. length of your pole, made a flag, came on down, broke the flag, headed down here. But as I said, I expect this to come on down. 7 minutes waving back again. You can see it kind of made that rising wedge and dropped on you. And again, look, when the stochastics turn on you, you couldn't get above resistance. You got rejected by 19,279. All right. This tells me that we're now making this rising wedge, this falling wedge here. See? This also coincides with that same tight action. Didn't sound right, did it? Same tight action right there in the tightness. So tight. And that's it right there. You know, and don't laugh. I know you're laughing. It's not funny. We're talking about technical analysis. This is not a joke. Get your mind out of the gutter. Okay? Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to make it through. Everything's going to be all right. Trust me. Okay. Bitcoin will become a legal tender in Mexico. That'd be pretty cool, man. I bet it will. Just a little heads up. You're off focus at the moment. Thank you. Really, a little bit, right? Probably because, let me see. Really? Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit, slightly. That's got to be pretty good. Thanks, man. Am I in focus now, though? You guys must have this on nice HD. That should look good now. I had to go all in with the credit card, right? Crispy, baby. See every little hair on my chinny chin now. Beard hairs, baby. Yeah, you guys are like, we can't see your nose hair. We want to see every little thing on your face. Would be the chip on the card get damaged over time? Yeah, that's a good question, Anku. Like just walking around with it, putting it in your pocket. I mean, I would probably get a little like sleeve for it or something, you know. I'm rocking a new, I broke down and got one of these funky new wallets, you know, $30 ridiculous wallet, but you know, it keeps an Apple key on it. I got the Apple things, whatever, the Apple tags. I was losing my phone all the time in my house. Never knew where my stuff were or my keys. Now my keys have an Apple tag. My iPad has an Apple tag. You know, want to put an Apple tag on my kid's shoe when she leaves the house. You know, but she didn't want them. But yeah, I mean, so you could slide this in here, and I think it would be pretty nicely protected with the other cards. And as long as you're not aggressive, this is the card I use every day, so I'm in and out like so. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I like this wallet. It's all right. It could be better. I think there's better out there. It's cool. What it is it has an RFID blocking chip card in here that blocks RFID and stuff like that too. It's made by Mirrodin. All right. Mirrodin. It's on Amazon if you want. I don't know. It's not. I wish I could give them a better review. It's okay. It's okay. It's already falling apart a little bit. I even had to reconfigure like the way they did this a little bit because the ring kept popping off. I don't know. So, and look, this is peeling off right now already. I've had it for like two and a half, 3 months. But yeah, cool little wallet though. Keeps, you know, and I know where it is at all times. You know, using Apple tags. Let's get back into the sauce here on the 7-minute time frame. This is a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. So you're looking for a break to the upside when the 7-minute does a flippity-doo-dah to the upside, right? Looking for a flippity-doo-dah to the upside. All right, so there's our falling wedge. Morning, bro. Shout out to the lifers. USTCBUSD. Oh, you loving this USTCBUSD? I don't know why you're into the BUSD pair, man. Trade the tether pair, bro. Get out of the low liquidity pair. We talked about it yesterday, man. I love you, bro. But again, dude, don't do whatever you want. I can't tell you what to do. My name's Sophia, and I'm 11 years old, and I want to say thank you for helping me start my journey in crypto. Okay? Lots and lots of light to you. You're 11 years old. I mean, if that's really true, God bless you so much. God bless you. If Lifer had a product review show, I would watch it. Not gonna lie. I do, actually. I used to do those. Flippity doodah. Yeah, shout out to Renier, man. Flippity doodah. Wow, some bot in this chat. Yeah, that's a bot, dude. Like, I don't know, man. I kind of want to, like... Wouldn't want to be anywhere else on a Saturday night. Shout out to Big Tuna Crypto. When are we going surfing for Big Tuna? Surfing. When are we going out for Big Tuna, man? Shout out to 19,237 on the bounce. Look at that beautiful bounce to the upside. I suggested we would. All the bounce to the upside. Yeah. Oh, no. Don't make me sing now. Don't make me do that. There was only one song I used to really like to sing. It was like, did the song go #1? This is Pun and the Terror Squad. Boom, boom. I love that track, man. I from wanna be hard, the black wanna be hard. I'm not gonna want this. I can't imitate. I don't hesitate. I can't even say the words on it. But you know what I'm saying. I grew up on Big Pun, man. The Big Punisher, man. I love Big Pun. Thinking about him the other day. Watch his life. I watched his whole life. They have his life on, on YouTube, like a documentary about his life and just like how he started eating so much and then just whatever. But what a beautiful person. And he was so talented, man. And I mean, he sparked my imagination. I used to listen to him and think, could I ever be as smart? Could I ever be as good? Could I ever challenge myself as hard? Rap music was everything to me. It created such a competitive nature inside of me to be the best, because in rap, you got to be the best. And it's about using your words and your language. In my theory of rap, like there's a lot of garbage rap, but in the way I think rap is like very similar to kung fu or karate. Like it's telekinesis, it's brain battle. You know what I'm saying? If you're really, really using it the proper way. In Boston, it was conscious rap. Growing up with people that really changed my whole mindset. His suck it spit trading view, right? But do you know a good Cucho Frito is? R.I.P. Pun, man. I don't know what a good Cucho Frito is. Yo, I love you, Puerto Rock, man. You're the man, dude. Oh man. Porteños. Ahí. So look, we're expecting a breakout to the upside out of this falling wedge. That's just what is likely to happen. Why? Because the 10-minute, the 15-minute, they're both oversold and wanting to punch to the upside. 1 hour is also coming down and could do a flip there. Flippity doodah. That's what we're hoping for. So let's watch this 50-minute, see what can happen. But right now, there's a 68% chance you're going to see Bitcoin spike up to the upside and either hit this resistance, and even hit the 200-day moving averaggio, which is the average. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. You gotta love the action, the attraction in the action. Do we get any movement there? Oh yeah, you getting that labradorite? Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at the gold? Would you look at the gold on that thing? The way it shines. The way she shines so golden. And if you're lucky and you catch it right, you can just get a glimmer of the essence of how beautiful this stone could be. Right there, there's that essence. Where is it? If you catch it right, you got to catch it so right. The fractal of light. Don't get Ankle Coochie Bootsy talking now. He's going to talk about the fractal refraction of the light inside your mind, inside your brain, inside your reticuli, your reticular refractal. He's going to talk about the reticular refraction. Yeah. I know he's just asked for a free indicator. 17K tomorrow. Stick Rick, what a storyteller. That is a Scottish accent, man. Do you think KuCoin has only 360 Bitcoin on the exchange? They got his Lucky Charms. I need one, but from a legit source. Shout out to Stack. The Brilliant Zone and the Electron Refraction. Yup. The Brilliant Zone. So that's what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. We're going to leave it at that. Can the 7-minute and the 15-minute dig us out of a little bit of a hole here? Get us tighter into the wedge. Okay? Get us tighter into the wedge. Scary, sketchy times. Also, one thing that is also brewing in my mind, and I want to be open about it, because I don't want to hide it from you guys. Got to tell you guys the truth, okay? I got something to tell you guys, all right? Listen. No, it's just serious. I got something to tell you guys, all right? It's really hard to say. Hold on, just give me a second, because this is like, I don't, you know, no, I'm not saying anything. What I'm just, I had nothing to say. What I want to say is this could also be a descending triangle. That's all. That's you know, and that's scary, because they break to the downside in a nasty way, and it's not fun when they go down, and they go down fast and furious too. The last few you've seen, they have dropped like a fly. So just, you know, measured move there, if this may even be somewhat of a descending, is 18,500. I just want to put that out there. I'm not guaranteeing this, and I'm open-minded that we could be holding this trend and getting tight, but I just want you to see it so you know it's there. All right, I just wanted you to see it so you know it's there. All right, you got me, LOL. You guys are 40, man. I knew you were gonna say that. If you have more views on here, so weird, man. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at USDC. I know he keeps wanting the USTCBUSD. Oh, the USDT not exporting. Okay, I got you, man. I got you. So I'm gonna leave Bitcoin there. We're watching the 15-minute and the 17 for a break to the upside out of this falling wedge. Then it's gonna challenge these two resistance points. At that point, we're gonna see, you know, if we can make bacon on the beach and get above them, or we're gonna get tighter in this range. If we break this range, the last idea is that we're in this descending, and we could bounce off here and get tight again. And then if that happens in the 1 hour and the 4 hour overbought, like, you're looking for a rollover out of the descending. Even if the 15-minute and the 1 hour, you're looking for a rollover out of this descending triangle. So that's what I'm seeing, and I'm putting it down on paper, and that's it. Okay. And so I gave you the little idea. I gave you the big ideas. What's the big idea? Well, I'll show you the big idea. And if you want to see a bigger idea, and see, you can see the descending triangle here, can't you? All right. What's the big idea over here? I did buy a lot of Bitcoin today for whatever reason. I bought $2,500 worth of Bitcoin. Just felt like these are some good times, sub 20K. I want to start getting my feet wet, just so I'm open-minded, you know. I want to buy $2,500 about 10 times, somewhere from $10,000 to $20,000. Get myself a Bitcoin and maybe a quarter. You know, these are the times, man, to get rich, baby. These are the times to get excited. I'm telling you right now. Saturday night, man, when Bitcoin's getting cheap, I'm kind of excited. I really am. You don't get these opportunities every day. Even if the bear market, even if the bear market, you know, lasts a year and a half, and we get to that halving, 4-year bid in Bitcoin, I can do another 4. You know what I'm saying? Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. I'm ready, man. I got my Bitcoin tie on. I'm committed. I'm ready to do damage. Let's have fun. You know, show me what you got, market maker. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Hey, everyone, we need as many likes tonight as we can get. As you can see, the viewership is a little light due to what's happening in the markets. So if you could, please hit that like button. Please do the right thing for the head honcho, the lifer, if you can, and bang out the like button all the way to 363. We need 162 of you to shekel some likes over my way, man. I'd greatly appreciate that. You know, you might just get me more super chats if you get the likes up. All right. So, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And look, we just cracked 400 because you guys hit the like button. See what you did? You opened the recommendation button. You open us up. Yep. You know, you did the Randy Moss, baby. If you remember that. Sorry, that's not right. But you know what I'm saying? You got us going. So the Fear and Greed Index back at 11. Yesterday at 14. Back at 11 today. I didn't see 14 yesterday. I just saw 11s and 9s and 10s. But anything below 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I mean, that's a blessing. If you can buy Bitcoin in these areas, if you have the BALZs, the knowledge in your, basically, like, you have enough know-how to buy Bitcoin in these regions, that is a blessing. Shout out to David Cava. Let's take a look at that. Let's get rid of that super chat real quick. You've been so good about placing it out. And look, there is the wedge breaking to the upside as suggested. Not guaranteeing anything. Could be a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. See that slanted one? Shoulder, head and shoulder. We could dump peasy down to the downside. Hoping for this 15-minute, though, to curl back up, which it did. We're getting that move. But will we get resistance at 19,277 or 19,357? Or will we break out of these two areas? Or are we going to get tight in the range? I believe we're going to get tight in the range, but anything is possible. Who cares what I believe, think, or feel? It is what happens. What happens tonight? Do we hit resistance or don't we? Do we break out of the falling wedge or don't we? 68% chance, so we watch and play the probabilities the way they're supposed to be played. Stochastics are low. Look at it. We played a wedge every time the stochastics are low. I'm just going to, we had this funky wedge that broke up and broke down, but we were low. Stochastics, we broke out. We had this funky wedge here. Stochastics were low. We broke out. We had this wedge here. Stochastics were low. Sorry, we broke out. We had this wedge right here. Stochastics in the 15-minute got low. We broke out. They got low here a few times and you got faked out. So you could get faked out here. And you could get a trend down just like you got there. Anything is possible. But the idea is you take your shots. Now, here you had the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder, though. And the right shoulder gave you another little hint. And this, you could have, so ideas. Ideas. All right. Bitcoin. Also, it's kind of, something I'm looking at is kind of like, was it in this falling wedge here? See this? Broke down. Look at that. Rising wedge, and it broke to the downside. Try not to complicate things, but I just see so much, and I don't want to hide things from y'all. I want to show y'all everything I see, y'all. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We just had 407. We spiked high. It said 407 here. I swear it did. I saw it. Can you hit the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate that. On a scant night, we need everybody to throw down. All 100 people that aren't throwing down, we need you to throw down. I'm going to entertain you. You're going to laugh. I'm going to do something funny. I'm going to make it worth your while. I will dance for that like button. I will walk on my hands for that like button. So if I have to, I will do whatever it takes to get you to hit that like button, please. I wore this Bitcoin tie just for you, just to make you smile. All right? So please, the best thing you can do for yourself is what you can do for me and hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so check it out. We're watching this, and that's Bitcoin. We can leave Bitcoin alone for a little while. All right. I was going to look at the bigger time frames. And the bigger time frame is this guy here. Okay. In my humble opinions. Okay. And you can see we're at the bottom of this wedge, and we're making a low, a high, a higher low. And we've bounced so far and kind of solidified it. MACD wants to turn. RSI is kind of in a good spot. Shout out $5 from the Crypto Rambler. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much for the love, bro. Appreciate you. Is anyone having issues with the YouTube stream? Widget's telling me we're playing games. I don't know why. I see this error. YouTube is not getting enough. Doesn't make sense. I'm doing the stream like I do every day. We did have massive thunderstorms in my area. Could contribute to it. I don't know. Massive, though. They were like, it rained like a bucket of water in literally like 5 minutes. Like 10 buckets of water. It was like Florida rain. So can we get the bounce here on the 4 hour? Are we going to dump? It says we're going to dump to the downside. Anything is possible. And I showed you the small areas to watch. You should screenshot those and have them like locked in. You can always go back right now and screenshot them if you want. I would go and screenshot those things, and then I would recreate them for yourself, because I gave you the special sauce, and if you don't screenshot them, you're going to forget. I'm telling you right now, you're going to forget. Let me say that again. If you don't go back and screenshot those levels that I'm talking about, you are going to forget. If you didn't write them down, if you didn't pay attention, if you didn't say what I was saying, you're going to forget. And I gave you key levels to watch that if we get above, you're all right. If we don't, it's likely you're going to make a short. There's money to be made in those levels if you know how to play them. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. But, if a trader knows how to play support and resistance the proper way, there is profits to be had. Happy 4th of July weekend, fam. May financial crypto freedom ring on all the Lifer fam in 2022. Thank you for teaching us how, Lifer for life. Shout out to Love Learning for always being here, always supporting me. My #1 first student ever, taking more courses than anyone, supported me through every single moment in time. Since my channel first began, and I had about 500 or some, I don't even know. I don't know how many subscribers really, but barely any. Love Learning has been here. As you can see, I don't think she's ever missed a stream. Thank you so much for all the support, love, and everything you've done for the channel, for the group, and for the movement. Love learning. You're going to be in the Hall of Fame, in the CryptoLifer Hall of Fame, guaranteed. It's going to be a picture of you. I'm seriously, and you're going to be a guiding light, remembered by many people, helping them achieve their dreams. And because you've been by me for so long, and there's no words. Thank you so much for everything. Video for the stream from my day in the 99. CryptoLifer video for the stream from my day in the 99. Shout out to Celsius, BlockFi, Terra Luna, Babel Finance, and all the crypto institutions in the struggle. I'm not mad at you. Go make that money. Wow. Lifer is the realest dude on YouTube. Shout out to Michael Olin. Love you, man. Nice short coming for Jupe. I appreciate. Yeah, I mean, we traded it up for a while, so probably time to trade it down. I'm in GMT short. Let's check that Bitcoin dominant, Sam. Can we hold this level? Shout out to Spiro, man. I love you, Spiro. You've been on point. You've been paying attention. You've been in the charts all day, though. You give yourself a break, man. You're like me. Love you, bro. Love you too, Spiro. Cheers to everybody here. Cheers to everyone kicking it with me through it all. Dab your eyes, love. I know you're shedding tears of joy right now. I know you're shedding tears of joy. So again, we know where Bitcoin's doing, and I'm giving you your bigger levels and bigger ideas. And again, see these support and resistance ideas. And you're either breaking up to 27,000, or you're breaking. Actually, hold up, that's not true. Hold on. Let me widen that up a little bit. Didn't sound right? I mean, it just don't go there. Don't go there. I'm talking about technical analysis. So, it's just not right. Oh my gosh. 20, it's just like, I can't, man. I can't. It's Saturday night. Everybody, it's Saturday Night Live. 15,600 or 25,400, 500 area. I mean, that's funny, right? It's either going to 15K or 25K. I'll tell you that right now. And we're going to get tight in there too. And we're tight in this range too. So this one, so I've showed you where we are on the bigger idea. This is the big idea. But I've also zoomed in for you on the smaller time frames, and you can see the little idea. This right here, right, is this right here. Just that little section. And that's how much work I do. You see? You see what's going on? And because the smaller time frames will lead to whatever happens here. And that's just like, and that's how much real work needs to be done when you're a TA and a technical analyst, like especially for a team, group of people. Like, you can't just do one chart. Like, you got to have a whole slew of charts out there, you know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. What's the name for the indicator below the chart, please? Which one, man? I spend days in the charts, still don't understand. You will if you stick here with us. I'm telling you right now, you will. Cosmic Crypto, send a super chat for a deep dive. 9,000 chance is bigger than 90,000. This must tell you think very good. I mean, I got my orders stacked all the way down to 7K. And whatever happens, happens. I'm ready to eat the sandwich all the way down there, or I'm ready to ride the wave back up. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. All right. Have we bottomed? There's some few indicators that have suggested we have. And I've showed this before, the 800-day moving average. I'll show it right now, last time. And also, we'll look at the pi cycle bottom indicator as well. And we'll look at that. All right. Which I glanced at, you know. I got taught the pi cycle indicator a few years back by some amazing traders in the game. Salt made a big move too. And we're going to dive into that super chat. I got you. USTCBUSD. All right.
Give me a second here. I'm just going into deep space in my head here. Apologize. Okay. I got two indicators. I got the pi cycle top and the pi cycle bottom indicator. I'm going to take away this stock to flow ratio, which actually had the top again pretty nailed, which is pretty weird, but usually we go higher, but we didn't this time. We actually hit the exact top. Interesting, though. It usually goes straight out. It says we'll bottom at 61,000 on February of 2024. Or we'll be at about 60,000 on February 24th. Going into the halving, we'll be around 60K. That's what this says. Bitcoin will be around $60,000 going into the halving. Says the stock to flow. If you go by that, you know, a lot of people have given up on it, 100%. And I'm not saying it's even legit, but it is just something to think about. All right, anyway. Oh, what happened? Oh, yeah. So we got the pi cycle bottom indicator. When these two lines cross, you get your pi cycle bottom. All right. And right there, they cross. See right there? And you got your bottom. They're about to cross. See that? This thing is never wrong, man. I'm telling you, it was perfectly called the top right here. It perfectly called the top right there. Exactly. I talked about this before it ever happened. There's a video out there of me calling this indicator and showing you how it calls the top. We're around here, and I'm saying when this crosses, we're going to get out of the Bitcoin. So basically, by coming to my channel, you would have known exactly where the top was for Bitcoin. No, I'm not even lying. And you'd be like, oh, he's full of nonsense. No, the video exists. There's a video of me showing you this indicator and showing you when these lines will cross, the top will come for Bitcoin. And lo and behold, these lines would cross. That was the top for Bitcoin. There's other ways to find out that was the top for Bitcoin that was pretty easy. And I go over it in my beginner's course every time I teach it. Shout out to anyone that took the beginner's course today. I taught a class today from 9 a.m. to 12. Went to like 12:30. We had an amazing time. Shout out to everybody that jumped into class. Had a blast with each and every one of you. Thank you. It was awesome. Amazing. Let's get that 300. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get the likes all the way up to the watchers. You guys had me at 400, and then we split down a little bit because you just couldn't keep pushing. If y'all keep pushing, you are the reason I'm here. Everybody, let me do this. You're the reason I'm where I am in life. It's you. Each and every one of you have gotten me to the position I am. You are helping my channel move. You're helping me get on BitBoy. You're helping me get on other channels. You're helping me interview other people and all the things that are going to come out of this channel. So come on, man. We have great dreams and hopes. Eventually, you might end up on this channel. I might interview you. I have lifers here all the time. We used to do it way more. We'll do it again. Hit that like button. Be a part of this channel. Be a part of the movement. This is your channel as much as it is mine. I could die tomorrow, and you guys will have to revive this and do something with it. You can't let it die. So hit that like button. Please be a part of the movement. Let me know you're alive. Let me know you're feeling it. On July 4th weekend here in America, man, where people are celebrating being free. You're free to hit that like button. Let's get it going. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll get you out of your seats. I will drag you to the top if I have to. It is what it is. Thank you for jumping on into the live stream. Welcome. Appreciate each and every one of you coming on to the live stream. Thank you so much for coming on into the live stream. Greatly appreciate it. Ooh, 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 boom. All right, so, and Danny, let's get that music playing, Danny. Let's get that music playing. And I can never find it once it's gone. And then it's there, but then it's not. And then we're on. All right, baby, here it comes. It's a good track. And look, we actually fell out of the pot. Like, we're like outside of the green level too, which is crazy. So crazy. And when and if we do revisit 10K, wow, it's just gonna look weird, you know. But we'll get back into the zone and we'll keep it moving. Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin. Amazing. So when these cross, we're going to get a bottom. We're pretty dang close to it. I'll tell you that right now. And when those cross, I will buy a lot of Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, because that thing is so stone cold accurate. It's ridiculous. I need to put this on a bigger chart, but I have so much work on the other chart, which is holding me back right now. What I can do though is I can put it on the BLX. Watch. just for now. Oh, that's horrible. That just got on the NASDAQ. And so look, it calls the bottom right there. That was your bottom on the wick. It calls it right there. Like, here it didn't call it somehow. Like, it didn't cross in 2012. But I mean, you know, Bitcoin was so young. I mean, calls the bottom here. Yeah, we did go lower though, so I guess it was wrong. Right there it was wrong. Sketch. But you weren't in the green at all, too. So you can't say it's perfect. Called the top exactly right there, though. Called the top, too, that false top, but and we came down, but then it called. So it gets called one false top. But it nailed both of these tops perfectly. And this one. 3 in a row. Right? And this bottom. I mean, if I go all in at it, at the bottom here, I may, like, you might, like, I mean, no, actually, that was the bottom, because the wick was lower. So that wasn't a false bottom at all. No, that called the bottom right there. Look, I'm so sorry. That did call the bottom right there. 155. The next low would be 201. This low, you're all right. But that was the pandemic too. So, and actually, no, this did call the bottom again. No, you're right. It called the bottom here. 31. We never got lower than that. It crossed right there on the bottom. We didn't get lower than that. Yeah, no, it's never been wrong, man. Spot on. Spot on. When this goes, I'm going all in. I'm telling you right now. I should have went all out right here, and I didn't, and I said I was going to. This time, I'm going to keep my word. I'm using this Pi cycle indicator, and I'm going hard on Bitcoin. I'll tell you right now. I'm telling you right now. And I'm not BSing anybody. And 4 years from now, we're going to be looking at this, and I'm going to be like, remember when I learned the Pi cycle indicator? And I'm going to be able to use it and show beginners during, and I'm like, listen, this is a great indicator. Use this indicator to do this and this and that and that. This is gold what I'm putting out right now. Gold. Absolute gold. You know? Most people don't even know how to make this chart. This is gold. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, let's get into the super chats. Let's have some fun. Enough about Bitcoin flat at 19,000. Let's have some fun. Let's take a look at USTCBUSD on the chats. It was getting tighter and tighter and tighter. It fell out of the wedge eventually. Now, we talked about it down here. We took it for 500% gains. It was on a massive, massive rally. Funny now, look at it. Even on the daily, though, it's making like a giant wedge. Isn't that funny? What if this thing can hang out, go sideways, and Bitcoin does something amazing? That's crazy, right? So the 4 hours room, at the 4 hours room, I open up the pattern because you know you're not at the bottom of the pattern when the Stokes. You're never at the bottom of the pattern unless the Stokes are curving and moving, you know. Can you feel the energy of that beat bumping through your body? Can you feel the movement? Can you feel it, baby? Yeah, baby. Saturday night. Get out of your seat. Dance around. Get your blood moving. Don't let your knees get swollen here. Let's get it going. I'm at my stand-up desk. You got to keep it moving every single day. Love y'all. Thank you for being here. How do you make the Pi cycle indicator? That's going to take a long time. Everybody wants that special sauce. That's what you'd have to sit with me for like an hour alone with. Some things you can figure it out though. I had to be taught. Someone taught me. I could get the whole wick though. I mean, this is something we're looking at. This is possible right here. Come down again lower, go sideways, and then break back to the upside for a big move. 280% still coming, possible. But you wait for the 4 hour to come on down and hit an alert. So I wouldn't touch this till the 4 hour comes back down. All right. Look at the smaller time frames. It was looking pretty good all day. This doesn't look as good as the USDT pair though. They look different, you know. So again, too, I would wait for this to come on down. And eventually you're going to find the trend. It might not be exactly what I'm saying. Like, it might be something like this. You could be closer to the bottom of the trend than you're, you know, and it is making a bull pennant. It's quite interesting, actually. Says there are massive gains coming out. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. So this is how I would play it with alerts in the 4 hour. All right. That's a 2 hour time frame. Oh, the 1 hour is actually, see that I was looking at this all day and it eventually broke the channel we were looking at. Like we were looking at this and to me it eventually broke out. It's getting oversold again. Kind of a descending triangle in a way though. Could break out though. There's no reason it can't. 1 hour wants to move. What is the 15-minute looking like? That's overbought. That needs to come down now and you're in a little bit of a flag. So unless something crazy happens, it looks like this might break down. And that will kind of coincide with the 4 hour resetting here. And that's why I believe the bigger time frame, I like to wait for the 4 hour to be low before I trade anything personally. We nailed this for gains though. Shout out to anyone that took this for gains. We put this out. Let me show you what we did here. We're going to look at USTC USDT here. All right. Now, everybody, this is going to be a lesson on Fibonacci. Team, we should extract this, get this to Twitter, get this all over you, all over the channels, all over the socials, okay? Hi, my name's Sam Price, professional crypto trader. I'm also known as CryptoLifer on YouTube. The thing about this interesting thing is Fibonacci. Everyone talks about Fibonacci, but are they using it correctly? When you use Fibonacci, right, you always want to make sure you're lining your fib up with pretty much the bottom. Even if there's a wick, you want to take the wick. You don't want to, and so all I tell my students when they're finding fibs and like an initial move of a fib, you also want to line it up with like a line. Like I always make the line because if you're trying to zoom in, and the only thing about a fib, sometimes there's controversy as to whether what is the impulse. Like here you had an impulse came back to a fib. So I would use this secondary line as my fib. Some people would say no, take the whole range bound area. And honestly, that can be up and down depending on the trader. But I make my line, and then you want to make a line up here, okay? And you basically want to take that angle of that fib, all right? And you want to see kind of where it went, all right? 1 second, I just want to grab this other thing. And hold on, where is that Siamese little, okay, all right. So you pull, and if you don't pull those lines, there's no way of seeing where you're really at. And your fibs could be somewhat not, all right, let's do this again. Hi, my name is Sam Price, professional crypto trader. I'm also known as CryptoLifer on YouTube. Today I want to show you how to properly use the Fibonacci tool, Fibonacci retracement, so you can find out where the best place is to get back into an altcoin, Bitcoin, or any asset in the world, really, Forex, even Tesla, whatever you're trading, whatever you're fancy. Check this out. So here, I was trading this recently. If we go back to the replay tool, I was looking at this, and we had taken nice gains. We had been on and off swing trading this. It made 526% gains in the group in a week. It's the best 6 days, actually, less than a week. And it was looking scrumptious to me. I like when the stochastics RSI is low. I like when the MACD does this. And I like when you start to see this bend here in the RSI. This is also a bit of a falling wedge, okay? And it's touching what is the 21-day moving average. I like this a lot. It's also touching the 21-day moving average. I like this a lot. So what did I do is I pulled a Fibonacci. It's Alt-F, which is a beautiful shortcut. And I pulled it from the bottom here to the top. And I made sure I found the exact bottom. And how I did that is I zoomed in and I looked exactly where the bottom was. And I took it to that wick. See that wick? A lot of people are using candle bodies. You always want to use wick to wick. I've been using wick to wick since the day I learned this, I don't know, 5 to 6 years ago. And this is how it is. And you come up to this wick, come all the way back down. And a lot of people too, I don't think they have all the proper levels in their Fibonacci tool. Let me show you something real quick. If you right click and hit settings on your Fib tool and go to style, right? A lot of people don't have the 0.65 added, the 0.65, okay? And why do you want to add the 0.65? Because a lot of people say the golden pocket's between the 0.5 and the 0.618, the golden pocket. But honestly, it's between the 0.65 and the 0.618. That is the golden pocket. That's the true institutional golden pocket. There's some other levels too that I will teach you about if you join my group, like right here, but that's a secret fib. We'll leave that on another video. But right here, adding that 0.65 gives you the actual golden pocket. You can see here that the USTC came back into the golden pocket, got ready for a move. We now use the replay tool and watch what happened after we hit the golden pocket, and we were gone for beautiful gains overnight. I put this trade out, and we blasted to the upside, 77% gains in the trading group. And you can see here, made by my beautiful team, the before right there with the Fibonacci at 2:33 p.m. on July 1st. And later on that night, this thing would be up 88% gains. Massive move to the upside. So pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, right? So that's how you use Fibonacci to gain an edge in the market, figure out where you're going to go, figure out what you can do, all right, and how much you can get out of a trade, all right? So just things to think about and to make you think, all right? Bang. Fibonacci tool 101 on the 618 retracement, okay? All right, moving forward. Didn't do that the best. I could do better. Late at night ones aren't the best. I'm way hotter in the morning, I'll tell you that. Way hotter in the morning. I'm on fire in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Pure fire. Anyway. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We got 395 people. You guys keep hitting that like. You keep moving it. You're telling the algorithm that you like what's happening, and they're going to keep feeding you the business. So keep it moving for me. I really greatly appreciate it. Thank you for being here. All right. Okay. What's USTC? It's Terra Classic, which is a joke, right? But I don't care, man. I will trade whatever gets me paid. I will trade whatever gets me paid, see? So we put out Jupe last night before I went to bed, okay? And I liked it in this channel, and it blasted to the upside for 34% gains. It actually went up a little more than when we had it. So if you're in my trading group again, you would have got a nice Jupe call, or just, you know, basically an idea that you could have figured out on your own and decided whether it worked for you. But 34% gains for Jupe. We had it in this little channel, and this thing would blast. Never actually lose its position and continue to the upside. Bang. 12 at night, 8 in the morning. Gains while you sleep. That's how you do it. Or 12 in the middle of the day. But gains while you sleep, man. That's Jupe, baby. Jupe. And you can prove it. If you're in my Discord, I just like to show anyone, because people are like, why would I pay $99? Because you learn so much, and we teach you so much, and so many of the charts eventually play out, and you get to understand a lot of what's happening in the market. And you'll get, you know, so look, possible 15-minute scalp yesterday, 12 p.m. for Jupe. Okay. And you can see it, and then you can find Jupe, put it on the 15. See that was exactly what I was talking about. Wait, hold up. I love to do these before and afters. They're my favorite. And so there was the trade, and there was it after that green, you know, trade. The candles would change. That red one would turn into a wick, and then the candle would be gone, and this thing would decide to blast. Amazing. And it would never hit the stop loss. No stop loss would get hit in the making of this trade. And the lifers would take it again on Jupiter. So shout out to anyone that may or may not have got into Jupe. But we hit 3 trades. Then last night before I go to bed, I'm looking at this thing called Car, right? And I don't know, you know, just from years of watching things, my trading style is sitting there, and I'm like, that's weird. That thing looks like it's going to go up for more gains. And I'm looking at it, and it was in this channel here, like so. Looks something like this. But the stochastics were pushing up. And look, the 1 hour was super low. And see, the rising wedge breaks down 68% of the time. But I made a video recently on my channel that you gotta go watch. It's gonna change your life. It's gonna change the way you trade the rising wedge. It's unbelievable. You gotta go check it out. You gotta check it out. There I am right there, 401 people watching. You people are amazing. You got us past 400. Can you get us to 500? Keep hitting that like button. Keep letting the algorithm know that we win. We are the best. Can we get to 30K tonight in subscribers? Do we break 30K tonight? There's a chance we do. I'll take a look. I don't even want to break the bacon. We'll see about it later. But I'm looking for this rising wedge video. We make a lot of content. My goodness, we are doing amazing. My team, man, you guys are really, you're blowing me out. This is the lifer way right here. Look, the rising wedge. How to trade the rising wedge pattern. Dude, this is so important. And I break it down in such beautiful detail. You need this video in your life. I'm telling you right now. This video would have taught you had him trade Carrera last night for gains, because you would have seen it was a rising wedge. At the same time, I saw this was going parabolic, and I said, this thing looks like it's about to go make a parabola, man. I just about to do damage, you know? And I was like, I believe I just said, this is about to go parabolic. So look, it's 11:13 last night, and I'm like, this is aiming to go parabolic. Like this is like, and I just, I saw the low stoke with the rising wedge, and man, sometimes I can just sniff a winner. And I looked at this for a second. 10 minutes later, I was like, man, this thing is, and then boom, watch what happens on the replay tool. I love the replay tool. So again, let's go before and after here. And this was just last night, and we do this all the time. And we're not trying to be rude. We're just trying to show you how TA works. So you can see, we put it out here. This is the idea. And then you're going to watch what happened. It blasted. It blasted. Then we put out this little channel here on the 15, suggested it may go up even more back here like so. It's actually, I was teaching a class today, and I said to the class, I think, based on the 15 pointing up, there's a chance this gets a little more gains. I was like, not a lot, but maybe 8, something 5 to 8, something. And lo and behold, boom, it would go all the way to this target and go up 14. Funny. So we made 2 calls on this in the last, in the last 24 hours. Both nailed them to the upside. Carrera. And I showed this during my group. During my group, we had a group tutoring session today. 20 people in the group. We had an amazing session. It was unbelievable. Saturday mornings from 9 a.m. to 12. I love teaching that class once a month. The first Saturday of every month, baby. We'll be back in August for the Saturday course. If you can't get there on the weekday, it's awesome. It's awesome. All right. So it's just another game that we made in the trading group. And I find it fascinating watching the TA play out together. Forget the trading group. I don't mean forget it, but I'm not trying to shine a light on, look at us. I'm more like, look at the TA. Don't look at me. Like, it's almost like this. Look, I know you're not going to like this. You may not like this, but it's like, don't look at me. Look at the technical analysis. It's all about the TA. It's not about me. It's about how beautiful the science works. Because I'll be dead and gone, and people will be watching these videos, and it won't be about me anymore. It'll be completely about this math and this science that is so beautifully worked by the wonders of the creation of the universe we live in. And there's just so much unbelievable special sauce in here. And it just, man, I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm passionate about it. I think it's amazing. I think it's wondrous. I think we live in a beautiful world, and unbelievable. I just think it's crazy. I think it's crazy. I love you, Bitcoin. I love you guys. Thank you. I'm back, though. I'm back. That was a moment. I had a moment. I just had a moment. I had a moment with my livers. Can I have a moment with my livers? Promised myself I wouldn't cry. All right, so bang, bang, bang. All right. Is your short going to eventually play out? Inverted head and shoulder now in this funny little wedge. This short did make a nice gain last night, though. Sand 3S was in a fractal. Just want to gander on it. Funny, man, the fractal eventually played out. How crazy is that? It played out a little late, but that is insane, right? It's kind of funny, right? So weird. And I grabbed it from here. See? They just look similar to me. Like it was doing something similar. It's weird. Barely made any gains, though. Struggled. It's like barely over entry right now. So it was like watching paint dry. But hey, and now it's in the top gainer list, which is hilarious. Funny, right? Matic 3L, we were talking about yesterday over and over again. Aiming to make some gains out of Matic 3L or 3S. That didn't go well. That thing is trying to get. Matic 3L made a little bit of a gain today. Nothing to write home about. Let's take a look at it. I think it was like 5%. Something very small. Yeah. But it broke this flag too to the upside there. Look, it actually made pretty good gains. Hit the target at 16%. And this is what we were talking about. Matic 3L to the upside. We went over this, so Matic 3L hits for gains. Shout out to anyone that one was a battle though. What a boring trade, right? Anyone take that Matic 3L trade? What a battle that was. Wow. I just got to say. But wow, it persevered through it all and eventually grinded through that slow, low volume day. Unreal. Matic 3L. Shout out to Matic 3L taking the gains. Funny. So I pointed out here, I was like, Matic 3L got the 10%. And so, like, we're looking at this flag here. This thing was crazy. This flag right here. Put it in the flag, and it banged out the flag initially, like right after I put it, not too long after putting it out, we banged on them for 10%. It would continue to go up, make another little flag, and bang on that flag to the upside. Bang, 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 Matic 3L to the upside. Unreal. And someone else went over that trade last night. Remember, it wasn't even me. Someone was like, can you go over this one? And then I looked at it, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. I think it was Love Learning, wasn't it? It might even have been. What pumped pretty nice recently to the upside is... Oh, GMT did pump pretty nice to the upside, right? Matic also might be ready. Oh, yeah, Jupe actually just had a nice... Oh, it came down fast, though. Dang. But Jupe 3S, honestly, because Jupe just had a nice move. Jupe, if there is a jaw, there is no Jupe 3S. Dang. I thought there was. Maybe if I just went to just crypto, though. No. They got to get us a Jupe 3S, though. That would have been nice. And we called the sand short. We were a little, we were early here, but it's still, I mean, so funny. We haven't seen this inverted started at all. Short and sand from that inverted. Look at that. If you know, shoulder, head, and shoulder to the upside. And you take a look at this. Shoulder, head, shoulder to the upside. For sand, 3 out to the upside. Okay. Just got Matic from the top. Crypto streams are troll magnets. Must be the jealousy of not understanding how to make easy money. I don't know, man. People are just trolls. There's trolls in everything in life, man. All the time. All the time. All the time. Crypto streams are a troll magnet. Must be the jealousy of not understanding. Elon looking good soon. Elon. You like Elon right now? Take a look at it. Send it a super chat or a deep dive. Keep the chat alive, baby. Keep the chat alive. Send a cup and handle. I see what you're saying. It's trying to make a move. It's a beatdown, though. This thing's at 30. Trying to double bottom here. It's at the bottom of its barrel. Let's see. I mean, it did a fib. You could pull a fib here. It's at the 618 in the golden pocket. Trying to double bottom off the 618. Bit of a descending triangle, though. See that? 68% chance of a break to the downside. Actually, it's a 50-50 bilateral. It's a 50-50 pattern. Could break out either way. This is the truth. It could break out either way. And that's how you have to play it. There's no other way to play it. That's it. So, either way. Let me guess. Bitcoin's at 19,200. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's at, like what a coincidence. Oh my gosh. What a great day. Hey. All right. So that's not a healthy pattern. I don't like it. However, shoulder head with an extended middle part there. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Elon at the moment. I liked the project when we were budding and there was movement. It made me laugh. I like the premise. Daily has room to come down. Let's see if you can go sideways and hold the 618. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a blast. I mean, coins have been bouncing off the 618, but it's just high risk for me. It's a little above my risk tolerance, but if it isn't for you, it's up to you. But again, it's completely up. That's like, I don't think it's for me. But you never know, AMP looks like it's just about to reset on all time frames, nearly. Any thoughts? Hey, can you do a deep dive on what CELER is? Love you. I love you too. Wow, you love me, man. Like, that's like awesome. Love you too. Thank you. Hey, if you live in love, it's the strongest frequency in the world. You have no issues in your life. You'll have a great life if you live in love. You really will. You won't be jealous of people. You won't be scheming on anybody. You'll be respectful. You'll do the right thing. And most things that you desire should come into your life if you live in love. I'm serious. That's what most people don't realize. It's the highest frequency, so you're going to be aligned to the best things in life. It only makes sense. So let's take a look at the CELER network. And this is a good place. Look, and you can read about it here too. What is the CELER network? And let's break this down for you. Radio voice, please. Drum roll, please. And here we go. What is the CELER network? The CELER is a blockchain interoperability protocol enabling a one-click user experience accessing tokens, DeFi, GameFi, NFTs, and governance, and more across multiple chains. Developers can build interchain native dApps using the CELER interchain messaging framework to gain access to the efficient liquidity utilization, coherent application logic, and shared states. Users of the CELER-enabled dApps will enjoy the benefits of diverse multi-blockchain ecosystem with the simplicity of a single transaction user experience, all from a single chain. The CELER network architecture. The CELER network architecture is supported and secured by its own blockchain, the State Guardian Network, which uses a proof-of-stake consensus variation called delegated proof-of-stake. With this algorithm, participants may stake their coins for a reward while transferring the responsibility of validating transactions to the delegates. The CELER State Guardian Network, the SGN, is built on Tendermint and served as a message router between different blockchains. Validator nodes have to stake CELER tokens to join the consensus process of the SGN. The CELER staking process is a crucial pillar that supports the economic security of the CELER interchain messaging framework. To use the SGN's message routing service and to store the multi-signature at the station, users must pay a fee to the SGN for these services. Adding on top of blockchain rewards, these usage fees are distributed to CELER stakers and validators for their work in securing the network. Who created the CELER network? CELER network was founded in 2018 by a strong team of engineers with incredibly technical and specialized experience. All four co-founders of the CELER hold PhDs in computer science from universities like MIT and UC Berkeley, and all have a work of history in high-profile tech companies. If that doesn't wet your whistle and get you going, I don't know what does. But that's insane. Dr. Mo Dong received a PhD from UUC, from University of California, right? Berkeley, possibly, and product manager at Veriflow. Worked on a network formation verification. He's an expert in applying algorithmic game theory to protocol design and teaches full-stack smart contract courses with hundreds of students graduated. Wow, he's like me on some high level. Like, he teaches high level. Like, man. Dr. Jindo Liu received a PhD from UC Berkeley. He joined Google in 2011 to build his data center networking infrastructure and then was a founding member of the Project Fi mobile services since 2014. Wow. Dr. Xiaozhao Li received his PhD from Princeton. And Dr. Queen Kai Lang, PhD from MIT. His research focuses on various learning and control problems that arise in network systems. I mean, what makes CELER unique? It fundamentally changes how multi-blockchain dApps are built and used. Instead of deploying multiple isolated copies of smart contracts on different blockchains, developers can now build interchain native dApps with efficiently liquid utilization, coherent application logic, and shared states. Users of the CELER-enabled dApps will enjoy the benefits of a diverse multi-blockchain ecosystem with the simplicity of a single transaction user experience without the complicated manual interactions across multiple blockchains. CELER uses smart contracts that are deployed on each chain paired with a standard Guardian network, a Tendermint-based blockchain, in order to enable seamless multi-blockchain interoperability. To send a message or invoke a smart contract function cross-chain, a user on a dApp will first send their intention as a message with a structured header and an arbitrary binary payload to a message bus smart contract on the source chain. The validator, the State Guardian Network, will first reach a consensus on the existence of such a message and concurrently generate a stake-weighted multi-signature at the station. This at the station then is relayed to the destination via the executor subscribing to the message. On the destination chain, the same message bus contract exists to check the validity of the message and triggers the corresponding logic associated with the message, either immediate or after a timeout. How many CELER in circulation? It has 10 billion tokens, which is distributed as follows: 25% to the Policy Mining Rewards and off-chain ecosystems building, 20% to the team, 18.3 in the advisors 1.17 and 17 to the foundation, 5% to the marketing ecosystem, and 33% for sale, 33. CELER is an ERC20 standard token built in the Ethereum blockchain. It's used to manage the network economy and has several uses. Staking CELER in the Stadium Guardian network and acquiring the status of the Stadium Guardian network have access to the status monitoring and responding disputes to provide security to the network. Staking CELER in the SGN or delegating CELER to SGN nodes to obtain proof of staking rewards and transaction fee earnings, captured from CELER C Bridge and CELER IM based interchain dApps, and participate and vote in the network governance. How is it secured? It's secured in a decentralized proof of stake blockchain that serves as a message router between different blockchains. XGN, the Guardian network, facilitates general messages passing cross-chain fund transfers, provides proof of stake security and fast finality and low cost. I honestly might start getting heavily into CELER. This is insane. I didn't realize it had such brainiacs behind it. I'm super happy you sent in the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. I want to make sure, I mean, we may have lost some, whenever we do deep dives like that, we may lose some viewers because like I am like in the zone, but I really wanted to see what CELER was doing and I'm super interested in it. And I didn't want to go light on that. I really wanted to find out. And the more I read, the more I got into it and the more excited I became. This is how I've made a lot of money, is doing heavy research and finding the special sauce. So I just want to make that clear. Stop doing that. All right, thank you. So yeah, that's why I do what I do, and I went deep like I did. Shout out to everybody here, 360 people, 367 likes. Can we get the likes past the watches? We did that. Okay. Super chats. How do you bring up Pi Cycle indicator? You just type in Pi Cycle and the indicators. Have you been here in the background for 1.5 years? I remember you, Alex, man. You're looking, and look, you're a mod too. We made you a mod one day. Remember, Alex? Remember you came in and everyone said, hi, Alex. Everyone say hi, Alec or something. Maybe I thought that was you. Maybe it might have been an Alex. Fedcoin sounds like a beanie baby. Anyway, curious as to how long everyone has been coming into the stream. 1 week, 1 month, a year. Yeah, everyone, how long have you been in the stream, everybody? Put down how long you've been in the stream. 1 month, 1 year, a year, 2 years, 2 months. Let me know. Everybody write down. That's something in the comment I've never asked. Shout out to Dustin Cava for the data. You're the man for that. But let us know. Shout out to Tori for the $1 super chat. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much. AMP looks good. Let's take a look at AMP from my man Ragnetti Spaghetti. My dude putting in that work. So Elon could bounce off that local 618. There's a chance. I'm not too keen on it. The 4 hour might have some more downside. Let's take a look at AMP. And AMP can be bought on KuCoin for Tether. Can also be bought, I believe, on Coinbase, right? And that played out a little bit. Got rejected probably when your Stokes turned over. So the daily's still turning down for AMP. Doesn't look too sweet. Is this AMP? Oh, you might be talking about Ample fourth instead of. I don't know if I'm talking about the right coin here, so I want to make sure. Inverse head and shoulder on the Stokes for AMP on the 1 hour time frame. I think too. So I see what you're saying, but you said it was. Are we looking at the same coin? Because I swear AMP just about reset on all time frames. I mean, the 1 hour is overbought and needs to come down. The 4 hour is oversold. Okay, I'll give you that. The daily's not. The daily's overbought and could come down. The 15 minutes coming down, but got some room. Right? Is this the right coin? And render, do Adam. 15 months. Last poet, forever defiant, man. I love you, man. I seen you the other day. You were writing in the live. You were writing in the group, and I was so hyped to see that. I was like, that's so cool. Forever Defiance in the group, writing in there. Knew everyone would eventually join, man, and eventually you're just gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna work so hard that there's just no reason not to be in the Discord. I'm gonna make the Discord so juicy. So you're talking about the shoulder, a possible head on the right shoulder, possible. This could be making a move out of this. It's not my favorite right now. but it could be making a move. There's a chance. I'm not too about it. If it moves, I'd rather miss it. But again, it could pump. It could. It did a Fibonacci retracement, actually. That's pretty ridiculous. Like, if we take it here. I mean, it's at an 886 retracement. I mean, how much lower can it go after the beatdown? But again, the other time frames don't look too good until it's got to bounce here to get above. You know, I'd be more like to look at it when it's in like a falling wedge here and bouncing off here or here. I think that's what I'd like to make up. I want to see some strength from this first before I like to swing trade it personally. But that's me on that one. I could change, you know. Let's take a look at Render super chats for Render. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's take a look at RNDR as the music pumps and we get it moving on a Saturday night. Thank you so much for coming on into the live, everybody. 9:33 p.m. isn't it? Of course, right? Yeah, I have to check the time. And whenever I check the time, oh, 9:38. Okay, I was off by 5. All right. I'm like, geez. Lately, it's been the 33 every time. Today, like 5 times. I'm like, come on. Render looking scrumptious, said the man. It's all right. It had that funky move. I get it. It's tight back in the moment. Bit of a Sabby coming handy to the upside. Sabby coming handy to the upside. Yes, 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 yes. Sorry. Get the people going. Get the people excited. I can't hear you. I said I can't hear you. I said I can't hear you. There should be a crowd button where more people do something. YouTube, that's what I'm going to write to them. They say I'm going to tell them they need more interactive things, as if like you guys can touch a button, the more people hit the button, the louder a crowd can get her. There's got to be something fun that we can, that we can do with the crowd and the group that's more interruptible as we get into the multi-chain interruptibility, Web 3.0, ZK rollup and the WASM WebAssembly. I feel like YouTube, we got to start being more innovative and we got to be able to, we want to connect. People want to connect more. They want to connect to the host of the show. The show wants to connect more to the people behind the scenes. Like, we want to have a feeling. There's got to be more like of a, I don't know what it is, but we're getting there, right? I'm brainstorming. So if we don't hold this level, look for the next level to hold. There's 2 things that we're looking for here on Render. It is in a cup and handle. However, it may not hold this level here. It may not. There's a chance you go lower. 15-minute is suggesting you get a bounce. You're touching the 200-day moving average. Some tightness. Not too shabby. I wouldn't be surprised if I see it move in the next couple days. Just exactly from which level, not sure. Take a look at the 1-hour time frame. Still got room to come to the downside. However, could be getting flipped by the 15. But if not, it could see some more downside. Look for this level to hold. Look for like a couple candles in the 1 hour to actually hold. Maybe a little bit of a breakout and a move and a flag from there. And I'd be more apt to jump on into Render. But I like it. And it could make a move. But again, worst night to trade in the history of trading is this Saturday night and Sunday night and Monday into trading, because there's just no volume here tonight. American holiday, I went on stream to keep the streak alive and to see if there was anything cooking. But again, it's one of the slowest days of trading you will ever experience in your life. Let me guess, Bitcoin's at 19,200 again, like 19,180. And again, we could see a massive crash. I guess you have to be on your toes at all point. I get it. I shouldn't say stuff like that. A real trader is ready at any moment in time for anything that could happen. All right. But I mean, your 15 minutes got a little cup and handle going here. A tiny one. Sammy, tiny cup and handy. Hey, what are you saying? What are you trying to say over here? What are you talking to me? Are you talking to, who are you talking to with that? Talking like that? I'm live here. You're making fun of me in front of everybody over here. Take a look at this. Could the 15-minute throw a Hail Mary and do some damage on a crazy night and get us at least back to resistance at 19,569? Anything is possible. Let's see if the 15-minute can gab its last goo, as Zero Allegiance always says. Oh, man. I'm glad I don't make my paycheck till next week. So what's a good slack of money to start trading with? 1K, 5K? I would never tell you that. That's up to you, man. Don't ever ask questions like that. That's horrible. I'll ban you for asking questions like that. No lie. Haha, one love, Marcus. I'm born and bred New Yorker, so I'm all about being a smart butt. You're funny, man. Dustin Kava, you guys are funny. Marcus, you're amazing, man. And even a good can make me think. You guys are funny. What did he say? Super chat. We still got some time to send in the super chats or a deep dive. Get it in soon. It's totally worth the price. It's honestly pennies compared to the knowledge you'll gain. Shout out to Palmetto Nick. Thank you, man. I just want to shout out to every single one of you joining us tonight. And for those who have been with us for the months, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you, Dustin, for saying that. And you're absolutely amazing. Shout out to Dustin for spreading the love, the joy, and the positive energy. You're awesome, dude. Thank you. DJ Porter Rock. I have had a few New York friends. Y'all real close to us. You're funny. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to DJ Porter in the house. Typo. Best channel hands down. Check out AVAX if you get around to it. Thanks, bro. Shout out to Alec U. Let's take a look at AVAX, man. Much appreciated, man. Thank you so much for being here. Let's take a look at AVAX here on KuCoin. So we shorted. I don't know if you remember. We've been shorted hard for the last few days. Look at. Let me just show you the AVAX short, because when you brought it up, I was like, I remember shorting the heck out of this thing. Sorry you want to go over it. But yeah, we called this short out down here at the bottom. This thing just kept mowing it down. Look at this thing. We found this short here, this little mini cup and handle. This thing would just keep going up, 113% gains. And actually, if you look at it, there's a chance AVAX goes for more for whatever reason. I mean, it's making this tight pennant. You want to look at the 4-hour time frame. That's getting ready. I mean, that's kind of scary, right? 4 hours, pretty substantial time frame. Is it not? I mean, it's getting tight in a wedge. It's got a long pole, pause, and it wants to jam it all the way up to the upside. Don't go there. I'm talking about the way the price. Don't do it. Don't you do that. Don't you do it. I'm talking about the price action. I'm not talking about jamming poles. I'm talking about the way. Just stop it, all right? Don't do it. I can't tell if I'm joking or not sometimes. Even I can't tell. Like, I try to be serious, but I'm joking, and then I'm joking, and then I'm serious. But it's like, I think that's what the part that makes it funny is because even I don't know if I'm serious or not. But don't do it. Don't you do it. Never clone alone. So look, I mean, this thing, So look, 55% gains possibly coming out of the short for more. The 4 hour suggests that you might see some more. I mean, sellers are really nowhere to be found. Falling volume and falling price suggests we may continue to the upside on this beautiful short. Sorry to say, let's jump into the real asset for you in a second here. AVAX. Shout out to my team, always here, always supporting me, always putting in long hours and long nights. I don't know how you guys deal with me. I wouldn't be able to deal with me. I'd be like, dude, enough is enough. Look, so this is also a bear flag in your high of the 4 hour. I hate to say it, but AVAX is looking like a sweet short to the downside. Take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, it's trying to bounce. So here's your deal, man. A little more downside coming, in my humble opinion. I bounce back up, and if you don't get it above that high, you got an M. When this comes back up, I'm sure. I think I'm going to be shorting this thing. The AVAX short looks beautiful. I'm going to put this out to the team. We're a bunch of savages. We want to eat, and AVAX looks like it's going to feed us a dinner. Again, I'd wait for the 1 hour to reset. I don't like to jump in just yet, but actually, I mean, this thing looks scrumptious to me. Yikes. The daily's probably a little overbought. It is, but it's still got momentum, baby. We can make bacon on the beach. This looks like the best trade I've looked at in a while. I have to be honest. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I should do say. And I shouldn't even say that. The technical analysis is conveying to me that there's a higher probability that this trade mathematically plays out based on the math of the science of the probabilities of the indicators. Nothing to do with me. That's it. No emotions needed. No thought needed. No personalization to this. I'm simply looking like a meteorologist. This is when you have this. This is when you have that. Yada, yada, yada. Okay? So this is what I'm talking about. All right? So just something to bring up. AVAX 3S. Okay. Possible short in the 4 hour. Watching the 1 hour for perfect entry. If that makes sense to you, then you're a lifer. If it doesn't, become a lifer. And if you want more, then keep coming back. And we'll get you where you need to be. I'm telling you. We're not going to leave you hanging. We're going to show up every day. I failed to say I was looking at AVAX 3S. Oh, awesome. Great. Well, you're a smart man then. Hey, we got you. Hey, the TA led us to the right place then, didn't it? I didn't leave you astray, right? Soak up as much lifer knowledge as you can. Shout out to Palmetto Nick, man. LOL, right? Ada doing what Ada does best. Crab walking sideways. Oh, man. Cardano. Pain in the butt. Look at this XCN. Funny, it made this horrible dump. Went sideways. Did a little bit of a gain there. It's kind of doing the Bitcoin there with the Adam and Eve, you know. Attempting the higher low, though, can it put in a bigger move? Hitting a lot of resistance. It could. Credit was so tight last night, and it's so tight again. I would keep watching this, you know, on the radar. I didn't think about it all night, but cred was so tight all night long. It's just been so tight. I can't believe how tight it is. Cred, baby. It's just insane. Just watching. And watching like paint dry, man. And there's not a lot of liquidity on this, so there's a little high risk to that. Because you can see there's just not a lot of candle action on that. So it just gives me a heebie-jeebies a little bit, you know. Yep, there you go, to the measured move and beyond. So random shorts is just popping up. I mean, it's awesome. There's still so much money in this market. It's amazing. We can short, we can long, we can long, we can short, we can short, we can long, we can long, we can short, we can short, we can long, we can long, we can short. Looks like we're about to get a massive dump in the alts for whatever reason. If Bitcoin goes on a tear, people will just sell their alts, and if Bitcoin dumps, people will sell their alts. So like, people that's what people don't realize. Alts are gonna get sold no matter what. It's best to be dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin right now. You know, the big boys. You do whatever makes you happy, but that's the proper thing to do. Okay. Liver, can you please check out SNX breaking down on the ascending wedge? Also, bearish divergence of the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, it was hot and it made a bit of a move. That also looks like a good short tonight as well. I agree with you. Sushi 3S is just breaking out on the 1 hour. 4 hour probably just got legs. This is interesting. I'd keep my eyes on this. 1 hour might just break out, go sideways and bounce. So here's the deal for me. Actually, I said there would be no action tonight. It's flat, but like, I mean, make sure this goes flat and then bang. I mean, and it could even continue to pump here and bounce off resistance. It's definitely on my radar. No guarantees it's going to make money, but it's on the radar for 46% gains. Sushi 3S. On my radar for sure. And everything is on KuCoin. If you don't have a KuCoin, please be nice enough to open a KuCoin. I do have a link in the description below. It's like right below my video. Discord library, I open up a KuCoin. And I do get a commission from it. I greatly appreciate it. It does help the channel. But it's just where I trade. So if you're going to trade with me, if you're going to trade, you might as well trade at the same exchange I'm trading at KuCoin. And the link right there to KuCoin is down there. Bang. Sign up to use that link right there. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right. Also, we have 3 commas. We have TradingView and other things at your service if you just came. And all of those do help me if you use the affiliation link. Matic 1 hour looking good for a short. Sent in a super chat for UNFI. Do you have time to look at it? Always, baby, always. Anything for you, man. Let me take a look. Shout out to James Shank. Shanking on him. I remember you, James. You've been around. You've been around the stream. Bit of a flag here coming down on the 1 hour time frame. Starting to look kind of scrumptious, though. For whatever reason. It's got a small move. It's got a big move. She's got two moves over here. $31.18. Both are pretty good. Now, the 1 hour has to come on down. Is the 4 hour, is the 15 minute trying to flip you? Could be a little lower. You want to stay in here. I mean, it's a flag. It's like a slight bullish rectangle. It is a rising wedge. It's got some, shoulder, kind of weird head and shoulder possible going thing, 4 hours very overbought. I'd be sketched out by that, honestly. And you got to come back to the 21-day moving average. So you might get a pump up, though. You might be able to scalp this in the 1 hour. There's a chance. But just know that it's going to be fast and furious. It's a chance you could scalp this in the 1 hour. I think it's highly unlikely you get to the bigger target, though. And the 4 hour would take you down. So I'd be wary. I don't like to trade when the 4 hour is that hot, personally. Dump. 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 However, we could be just approaching a little sideways, just approaching a little move. So anything could happen. It's just you're higher to the risk area, in my humble opinion, for me. All right, Pell is actually looking pretty cool. This project is interesting. The 4 hour is laying it down and wants to wants to make a move. I almost don't take those wicks seriously when I see that stuff happen. I just can't. So I use the candle bodies when I see that ridiculousness. And when you do that, you are at the 618 Fibonacci retracement. And the last time we saw this, remember, it was USDT and we had a huge move. Same scenario, 4 hour, flat. It looked just like this. It looked exactly like this. All right, so just saying, Pell looks beautiful here at the Fibonacci move with a stop loss below the 706, which also coincides with a nice support zone here. And you're above these resistance, you're coming right there at the SR flip. Pell's on my radar tonight for a possible big move to the upside. Pell, we may have just tripped on some spaghetti, if you know what I'm saying. I just made that up, but it sounds funny. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Whoever's still kicking it with me is just getting the special sauce. Whoever is taking a day off. And, whoever doesn't take a day off is here with me. They're like, well, this guy doesn't take a day off. And every day I don't take a day off. And every day someone doesn't watch the live, they take a day off. I mean, maybe they watch another YouTuber, but, we put in hard work here. We scan. My hand hurts. My back hurts when I'm done with this live. This is no joke. This is labor of love, and I absolutely love it. You all make it fun, and you make it entertaining, and you make it sweet, and that's why I do the jokes, because yes, we're personalities here. Yes, we're YouTubers. Yes, we're having fun, but at the same time, I'm trying to teach, and I'm trying to get you somewhere. I'm trying to teach what you need to know. Super chats are open. Please send in those. No days off, baby. Shout out to David Kendall, man. DK in the house. Dead Kennedys. Shout out to David Kendall, man. You're the man, dude. So Pell, USDT, looking buttery. Anything is possible. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Not perfectly in our favor, but may want to punch there. See? 15 minute as well. Could come down for one more move, but could get flipped by the 618. Throw the lob on the headphones and do chores around the house. Got to multitask. That's cool, man. Sam always bringing the secret sauce. Anytime, baby, anytime. Hey, watch it from all the way from South Korea. How does Sandbox chart look currently? It broke out on the daily several days ago and wanted to get your analysis. Somehow CELER is doing okay right now. NMR, big dog. Numeraire, right? looking similar. Just like you're talking about, it looks a lot like what we just talked about. It's at the 706, the secret Fibby. Dude, you might be onto something. I love you, whoever just gave us this. I love you. You're awesome. You know, some days I could just sit here and just take calls from everybody else and just bank. You know what I'm saying? This looks exactly like USTC did last night with the flat it looks exactly like it. Craziness. Numeraire looking interesting. So if I traded anything, it would be Pell or Numeraire. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. You're going to have to learn technical analysis, learn proper risk management, apply your sauce to this chart, see if it looks somewhat like mine, and if you feel comfortable with it, then you take the trade. I would never tell you what to do, and I never will. Okay? Shout out to everybody here on the live. I'm awesome. No days, only moments. I'm working on TA while working at this station. Shout out to Steven Stevens. Hey, man, with a name like Steven Stevens, you got to work double hard, man. I love you, brother. I love you. I'm just messing with you. Okay, have you looked at OGN? It's up. Yeah, we took a look at OGN. And that was what we talked about, right? Like right before the stream began. I was talking about OGN making a bit of a move here. I was in this little zone, though. This tiny little pocket of love I made. And it was up, but barely, right? I mean, the first initial move was like 2, and then it came down again. I don't see no 10% at all. What I do see, what I'm looking at, is how I should say that. What I am looking at the present moment in time is a tight move here. A very tight move. And that could break out bigger. You're getting a little flip on the 7. Where's the 15? Wants to move. The 1 hour wants to move. Where's the 4? 4 is a little high. So you're fighting that. That was a quick scalp. I was just kind of entertaining. It made 2 or 3%. Really didn't do anything. Could make a move. It's not my favorite play. Yeah. And I could be wrong, and it could pump tonight. I could have wished I took it. I've done this for a long time. If I got mad over every pump that I didn't take, I wouldn't have any emotions left. So you become numb to this type of stuff over time. You just eventually just really don't care. You just don't care. Collect looks pretty nice to me. I like what I'm seeing for Collect. And I'll tell you why. Well, we could say the 200 could be our fib point of entry. And right now it's on the 706 Fibonacci, which is beautiful. And it's pointing to the upside on the 1 hour. And it's oversold on the 4 hour. And it's been a known coin that we have been playing on and off for some major pumps to the upside. Collect looks like it could do some damage. So just something to think about. And, you know, I get into the zone at one point and then I get on fire. I'm in the zone right now for sure. And I didn't think tonight I would ever get into the zone. I thought it was going to be a light stream with low volume, but I'm in the zone right now and I'm seeing a lot of hotness. I really am. And I didn't expect to see it. You get it? So that's how you know it's not my emotions. It's the chats. The chats are getting frisky and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I wait for the 15-minute to reset to get extra saucy, in my humble opinion, with an alert there. If you didn't know what I just did, you may want to join the group and figure that out. Okay, everybody, I'm out of here for the night. I'm going to take a move at 10 o'clock. Link down, link up on Binance has been my main trading token in this market. Easy to trade, that one. I like what you're saying. Smart move. Stick to a few coins and just get it in. NMR in the golden pocket. Yes, it is. S. Castro, you're on point, dude. Watching any other YouTuber channel or podcast that isn't educational, I feel like I'm wasting my time after watching your live stream has helped me with consistent self-help continuously. Yeah, like only watch streams that help you. Only watch streams that help you. Do not waste your time using your attention on things that don't help you make a move. All right? Someone did say, remember at the beginning of the stream, they're like, just buy ape right now. Buy ape right now. It's funny. It's like, but ape is getting a bit of a move here. It does have a measured move to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if ape kept moving. 15-minute has legs. Does the 1 hour and the 4 hour too? 1 hour is trying to flip. What does the 4 hour look like? 4 hours is a little too high. I'd be like a little, I see a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. I think this thing could dump to the downside pretty nastily, somewhere to $3. I'd be careful of this head and shoulder here. And the double top with the bearish div. I don't know, it doesn't look too good to me, but I could be wrong. Look at the daily. Daily has room to come down, which tells you, this looks horrible. I wouldn't touch 8 with a 10-foot pole. But again, I mean, that's just me. You know, that's just, hey. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you are already doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll be back again with my Bitcoin tie, having a blast, having fun. Do you want to see it up close and personal? I know you do. I know you do. Pocket square sticking out a little too much. Got to stick it down. Got to be subtle. A little more subtle on the square there. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. I love you all. I'll be back tomorrow for another another weekly candle close on Saturday night, if you can believe that. On Sunday night. I can't believe it's already Sunday night again. The streams are running into each other. We did the weekly stream. We did the monthly stream. I can't believe it. Everybody, have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. From all of my moderators and the team, from the broadcasters here in the studio, thank you so much. From the team, Dustin Cava, Love Learning, all my moderators, Alec, you, Love Learning, again, we love you. David Kendall, Anku Kutsi Butsu, Zero Allegiance, always showing it. Dustin, you're the man. And all the love that you brought today on the channel, all the high frequency knowledge. Crypto Cash, my buddy and pal, thank you so much. And a dingo ate my Satoshi, as of course it did. Where is your homework? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to Randy H, Crypto Mojo Life, Tom Crypto, T Money, every single one of you. I hope I didn't forget a mod here. I'm just looking through all the mods. Wayne Mustafa, we love you, brother. Thank you for being here. Anku Kutsi Butsu and each and every one of you. I'll see you all again on the next live. Thank you so much for being here. I could not do it with without each and every one of you. It's your basically most precious asset, which is your time. Thank you so much for your most precious asset. Without it, I wouldn't be here. Have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Be safe. Crypto is life.